Okay, we're back in our final part of this animation for our name project. Spent a little time off camera finishing the movement of my name. You can basically do it in any order you want. I could have spent more time on it and made it a little more realistic, but this is just kind of a quick intro into it. And I had them land. All right, what we want to do is we want to be able to publish this so that we could have a little animation that we could download and show on other devices. So how do we do that? The first way we're going to do it, I'm going to do, later on we'll get into some of these other keys, and these are our renderers, but we're going to do a quick and easy uh, screen capture. So we're going to pull up our screen capture here, and we want to create a preview animation. Now, the way this is going to work, before I do that, it's going to show me and capture everything in my window here as if this was our TV screen or our device screen. So if I want these letters to be coming from off screen, I'm going to have to adjust my view of this and kind of tweak this before I go into my animation. Okay. Some people ask, can I have my letters go off screen? Yeah, absolutely. So it's your creation, no big deal. But I'm okay with the view of this. I think everything's off screen when I start. It comes down and it's pretty centered. So I'm ready to rock and roll. So this view that I have set up right now, I can double check. I'm in perspective view. So that's what we're going to render it as. When we render, that's publishing it from a 3ds Max file into a standard playable file, usually an AVI. So let's go now to screen capture, and I can create a preview animation. Okay, so there's some settings in here that we need to worry about and some that we don't need to worry about right now. Right now, I want it to do the full active time segment. That will go 0 to 100 here. Later on, we can add more if we need more. If I have it go every nth frame, every frame, 1 to 1 is every frame is going to render. Okay, so that means it's going to take 100 pictures of this and stitch them all together. Okay, my playback speed is 30 frames per second, so my 100 frames here is going to be 3.3 seconds. And my output, I do want this 100%. That would give me a nice view for that. High quality is good. It won't take too long. It's a small animation. And then we can turn things on and off in here. Our geometry is our shapes. That's what we want. I'm not worried about anything else. We don't have bones or background to worry about. Now, the big thing is we need to give it a location and a place that we can find it, as well as the name that you can turn in. So let's go to File, and we can change this or at least adjust it and preview it and see. We're saving this as a preview. So if I go with the default, okay, here it's going to go into my OneDrive, into my document file, 3ds Max 2026, into preview. Okay, for this particular one, I'm going to save it there. We'll work on setting up a folder system in the next one. So, but I just need to remember where that's at. And I'm going to give it a name. So this is named project preview. I'm going to change it from preview to and put my name in it. So Jason. And if you're not going to remember that this is a video and the difference between the Max file, you could call it video. Okay. And then we want to double check this. Sometimes it will say all format. We want to make sure this says AVI, because AVI is a movie file that we can watch it as. And everything else we can leave the same default setup. We don't have to change anything else. And I click save. Okay, keep this the same. 100 is best. We're just going to keep that. And then we're going to go down here. That changed and set this up as how we're going to do the output. And we hit create. Now you're going to see my timeline stitching across the bottom. And as it's doing this, it's taking and saving one picture at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then this is what it's going to render as. I'm going to pull up my window, my file explorer down. And it's still not done. All right. And it spit out a little video and it showed me over here on media player, it shows me what it's going to do. So the natural settings are, it's going to bounce. Now, if you notice, the grid is gone. It didn't save that. So If you want to have that bounce off the bottom of your screen instead of like the grid that I had in the middle, you can adjust that. For this quick assignment to give us a feel for it, we're gonna turn it in like this. I can close this. We have to find it now in order for you to turn it into Canvas, since that's what we're using this year. So I am going to go and find my file. So it was under GBAPS, and then was under 3ds Math Lice. Let's see. If you forget, this is a great way to show you. So you don't have to memorize it. I can go back here and it will tell me, oh, 3ds Max 2026, right? And it will tell me exactly where I saved it. OneDrive, Documents, 3ds Max 2026. So, okay. Because that is one of the biggest questions. It's okay, I can't find it. So we go Documents. Now double click. That's another thing from Chromebooks. Not everyone's used to double clicking. If you click your mouse twice fast, that will help. 3ds Max 2026, and this saved in the previews folder because that's the style we rendered it. I can take and drag this right into Canvas and drop it, or I can open Canvas and find this folder like that and submit, and you are done. Thank you for joining me on today's journey. I'm looking forward to seeing your first assignment. Give me a little feedback, and if you get stuck on anything along the way, let me know, and we will see you in the next project, which is going to be a little more advanced. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the next one.